Start over.
Well, you have to listen.
Start now. So, me and Brett would like turtles, and we'd each like our own because it would be kind of hard to share one because it would just be difficult. But so we'd each like our own,
and we could paint
we did a lot of research on what they are like how they live and stuff, and then also how to raise them. So let the presentation begin. And after we have our talking presentation, we also made a slideshow for you guys to look at that has more information. Okay. There are more than 300 different species of turtles, including the 7 species of sea turtles. The biggest species of turtle is the leatherback sea turtle, which is 6 feet long and weighs about 2,000 pounds. The smallest turtle is the speckled padlooper, which is 3.1 inches and weighs about 5 ounces.
Turtles live in the most continents around the world, besides Antarctica. Most turtles can migrate or swim to different climates during different parts of the year. For example, some sea turtles live in Japan for half of the year and then migrate to San Diego for the other half of the year.
So there's a type of turtle called red-eared slider, and the red-eared slider is called the red-eared slider because it has a red dash like on where his ear should be. So I don't know if he's really a water turtle or not. I think he might be, but it says that he's like, most people have those as pets, so there might be a different kind, or we could look into another species. But now for that. Okay, the red-eared slider is a species of turtles that can be found in America. The red-eared slider is the most popular type of turtle in America for a pet and is used in trading in other countries. The red-eared slider is classified as a pond slider and is scientifically named the Trachomis scripta elegans. Red-eared sliders normally can eat about anything, but the best meals for them are mainly commercial turtle food from pet stores. Also, leafy greens such as lettuce and cabbage are healthy for red-eared sliders. And more of this will be in the slideshow.
Red-eared sliders are not the hardest to take care of during the day. When people are working or children are at school, some people set up a small area for them outside that has walls or a gate so that the turtle will not get out. Also, we could use an empty laundry bin too. This structure can be as small as 14 feet or even 4 feet or even 3 feet. Also, we could keep care of the turtles in a small closed area inside, maybe the laundry room or a small cage until we get home. Once people or families arrive home, they can put them outside in a small area or they can play with them and have fun with them. If we were to put a small area outside, it would probably need to be somewhere off the ground because of our dog.
When red-eared sliders are being fed, most people simply put out food for them and they will eat the food during the day. When nighttime comes, the turtles can either sleep outside or they can sleep in their little area inside, depending on the season. So in the summer, they could probably sleep like outside unless it's raining in monsoon season. In the winter, they could just come inside. These turtles don't even need to be bathed. About once or twice a week, most owners set them in a small bucket and fill it up with water about 2 inches and let the turtles soak in there for around 20 minutes. And during this time, the turtles drink the water and they get washed a little. Taking care of these turtles will not be too hard. We would be very responsible and we would enjoy having them around. I don't think Duke would eat them or hurt them because they have such tough shells and Duke isn't a mean dog. Usually.
We would be happy if you two would begin to consider buying or letting us buy our own turtles and the supplies. Please take this into consideration. Also, as PetSmart PetSmart. There are red-eared sliders for about $20 each, and I'm sure we could buy some other supplies such as food, a little area, and maybe some turtle toys.
So then...
Does that conclude the presentation?
Nope.
Oh,
so then we have a picture of one just to show you guys.
Oh, what's
Sit there and show us. We'll come closer.
That's a red-eared slider.
Put it that way, Bet. On your lap. On your lap. Wow. Oh, yep, there you go. That's a red-eared slider?
Yep.
But it may be an aquatic turtle, but they have 2 other species at PetSmart as well.
Okay.
I looked it up.
That's awesome.
So then we typed out the information, but then I made a slideshow that has more information. I want you guys to read it because this is actually...
PowerPoint?
Yeah.
Is it a PowerPoint?
Okay,
Here,
just turn it
turn
Turn it
around.
around on your lap.
So here's our title.
Okay.
Can you guys read this?
Uh-huh.
You guys need to actually read the information on this, like kind of important.
Okay. Bring it down a little bit because
Watch out for next
next time use a little font that shows up there. You can barely read that. If we bought 2 red-eared slider turtles, we would have a small indoor area for them, about 3 or 4 feet. We could either use a small gate and have a section of room for them, or we could easily take an empty laundry bin and keep them in there overnight, and maybe when we are not home, in case it were to rain or something. In the bin, we would not have to put anything in there unless we wanted to put some water or blanket or anything else like turtle toys. Of course, we would not put a lid on the bin because the turtles can't climb, so they wouldn't need a lid.
And then they could also breathe because we don't want them to
Okay, is there another slide? Okay.
Yeah, there's like a few more.
Okay.
The small outdoor area would be a place for the turtles to be in once we all get home. When Brett and I get home, we would get the turtles from the indoor area and we would move them to the outdoor area and play with them for a while. They could also stay there while we eat dinner for a while. The outdoor area could be anything from a mini sandbox-like area to another empty laundry bin, the same size. Inside the area, we would have a big rock or small pebbles and something for them to hide under if they would like. They could also have their dinner and water too.
Is there more?
Yeah,
Hmm,
there's like 2
eating.
more.
Eating. Of course the turtles would have to eat, but feeding them would not be a problem because Brett and I would do it. Red-eared slider turtles like to eat things from frozen peas to lettuce and even strawberries. They can actually eat about anything. We would feed them in the morning before school because turtles only need to be fed once a day. We can also buy turtle food at PetSmart too. The turtles are smart enough to eat their food as the day goes on, so they won't eat it all at once. Instead, they'll use it through the whole day.
And as they get older, they start to get fed less and less. So internet said that as they're younger and stuff and new to your home, feed them about once a day, and then as they get to like as an adult and stuff, they said like 3 or 4 times a week and stuff.
Okay, so cleaning. So I'm reading it. I read it already. So it's kind of what Jeff and Sharon told us, right? Just put them in a little bucket with a little bit of water. Did you research that, or did you get that from them?
I researched it too.
Oh, okay. Huh.
And that says, the end. Thank you, and please take this into consideration. All right. That was an awesome presentation.
And like now that, and then I really hope that they're not water turtles because that would be.
Do we have a time for question and answers?
Yes.
Yes, you have probably 3 weeks or something.
To consider?
Yes.
Oh, or what?